It's very pure. You cannot, uh, you cannot,
Thank you.
you only can soil it. Nahi to what is happening is always on a good days. So now the happy question. This was the difficult one.
Yes.
Um,
I'd like to add to the difficult one.
please.
There is that one saying by Rumi: "The wound is the part where the light enters you."
Yeah.
I think I know a lot about. I can just give you a lot of quotes about him, but like this one came to my mind because you spoke about it in this manner.
Yeah. Yeah. So the
Yeah.
happy part, happy question is now I want you to again think about the part when you made your peace with the loneliness and you came to a point.
Mhm.
Now I have to think positive. I want you to think: is this happiness of a kind that is grasping kind of happiness, or is it just peace? And are they different? Because a lot of us, when we think of happiness, no, we think of great things
Peace and
and an excitement, for want of a better term. Because many times we think, if I'm asking you what makes you happy, there are people who will say I want to go abroad, or somebody will say I want to take this vacation, I want to stay in a 5 star, I want this, I want that.
Mhm.
But actually, when you really experience happiness like the one that you experience, is it different, and how is it different for you?
It is very different. It is very very different actually, because see, I can experience happiness on two levels. All right, this happiness that you're talking about, uh, it's more peaceful. It allows you to be happy as our term happiness in any state of being. Like
Ah,
I may have every trouble on my head. I may have every trouble on my head, but I'm very happy. Like what is there in my life not to be happy about?
wonderful.
The I mean, I really don't understand that. Like anyone can ask me if I'm happy or not, and I'll say I'm damn happy. I'm really really happy. Happiness over here is peaceful, and that there can be a millionaire. Like I can go for shopping every day. Like okay, chalo, let's go buy new shoes. Let's go buy new clothes. Let's go for a swing with my friends, and let's go in the fancy cars. Or let's okay, what makes me happy? Okay, if I have to take a vacation over here, or if I could um go there, whatever, like, or I could get the latest iPhone, things like that. But the moment you acquire it, you still realize that hollowness that you feel inside your heart, it's still very much prevalent. It's not gone away still. So that iPhone has not cured it. Maybe momentarily, momentarily you'll feel, okay, yeah, I have an iPhone in my hand, I'm so happy, I'm so lucky, and all of that. Maybe you'll even say thank you to God for it, like, okay, I have so much money, thank you God for that I could afford this iPhone. But still that hollowness is there in your heart. It doesn't go away unless you're peaceful. It won't go away. तो उससे अच्छा chocolate खा लो. Because chocolate is the best way to make you feel happy instantly.
Yeah.
And I can eat like bars of chocolate. I can eat bars of chocolate. That's what I'm telling you. I'm a human being. Like, I'm not a super mom or superhero or something like that. I love junk food and I love chocolate.
Yeah. I know. I
And empty tubs of ice cream, like instead of going and emptying your wallets in malls where they are standing to uh,
hmm,
like fleece you, you
hmm,
might as well eat a whole tub of ice cream. Usse acha.
okay.
So
I
that's what happiness I look for is the peace, which you can not find in any other state but within yourself. If you're at peace, you're happy.
yes. Uh, I think if there are any restaurant owners or food lovers out there, they will completely relate to what you're saying. Food and ice cream and chocolate are
There
always
are many people who do this. Yeah.
yes.
They feel sad, they start eating ice cream.
Yeah, that is a separate problem by itself. If sometimes it's just a sugar rush, like we say, but that's a fine thing. I wanted to ask you. You made a very nice point when you began this answer. You said, uh, "If I am peaceful, then it does not matter what problems I have." Okay. Uh, have you ever sat down and thought why is it so? And if yes, then what is it according to you that makes that peace, or that, because the problem is not going away. Say if I have to pay rent and I don't have money, I have to arrange for it. There is no chutti about that. Or if I have to pay EMI, or if I something or the other is always there on the top of our heads. So when we are there, that has to be done. And yet I am peaceful. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. So
You're over here, you're peaceful because you're not just letting it go. You know there you can't, but still you can't be peaceful if you take for example your situation. Sophie, can you start this plug, John? So how can you be peaceful if you know that you have rent to be paid or an EMI to be paid,
yes.
and you're not doing anything about it?
Okay.
Like a person who does not do anything about it and says, "Oh yeah, I'm very peaceful, ठीक है," like हो जाएगा ऐसे ही नहीं होने वाला. It's not just gonna happen.
Okay.
You got to also work hard for it, right?
Yeah.
Then only you can be peaceful. Like you give your 100% to yourself. If you know that you have a responsibility of rent, you know you have the responsibility of an EMI, you know you have 10,000 responsibilities, push yourself, give your 100%, give your 1,000% to make it work for you. Then of course you're going to be peaceful, because more than that, what can you do? You have accepted that a lot of the situations in your life are not within your control. So
Yeah.
you've accepted that, but at the same time you can't just sleep and say, "Oh, it will be managed." That's not peace. That's literally choking yourself with your own hands.
Okay, that is interesting. So, if I understand correctly, in among the Hindus, this is one of the concepts given to uh, us by a lot of whatever we've heard on TV and "Karam karo phal mujh par chhod do" wala version. Do your karma, leave the rest to God, um, being a concept. Uh, Now, my understanding. I want to delineate these two and ask you, how does that work? Uh, there are two people who do the same amount of work. One person is peaceful, one is agitated about wanting to fulfill that EMI or rent or whatever issue that they have. Both have the same issue. Both. Uh, how can one make this peace point possible? Because of your own example earlier, would you want to delve what helped you? How did that faith develop? Or what was it? What is it that gives you the sense of letting go at some point? Is there anything like that? Or is it just part of practice? You go through that is
Mm,
also part of your journey.
okay, so I'll just try to understand your question. Like there are two people who are experiencing the exact same problems, but one is at peace and one isn't. So what you mean to ask me, why is that?
I mean to ask you that peace is obviously because of, if we were to go by what we said, both of us agreed on sometime earlier, that that person has gone through these same journey that you have, saying he accepts his problem, then he breaks it down, then he has the humility to understand it, then he still continues his faith and does what he can. Um, so where is the difference in this guy? If this guy, the other guy who's not getting results, uh, I want to bring in the aspect of practice, because a lot of us do not understand.
So
Uh, we think, oh, every day.
according to what I
Please,
see,
please.
see, according to me, what I understood from what you were saying, you just want to know the difference between these two people according to me.
Okay.
Is that it?
You start, I'll know.
Okay. See, the first person is, I can say, more positive. He's he has a positive mindset. Positive mindset does not mean he's only thinking of the good days, the happy things, but it's just that he has come to terms with whatever is happening. He accepts it, he's peaceful. Whereas the other person, I have faced people like this, okay, where they have all these things, like what all these things on them. See, each of us, I'm not just singling myself or you or another third person or fourth person that I know. Each of us has a lot of problems that they don't talk about. Okay, the fact that they don't talk about those problems doesn't mean they don't exist, but all of us have different ways of dealing with those problems.
Yes.
And some of them, you know, they are very negative about it. They'll keep on complaining, and I really don't understand these people. I like to stay away from them. I really like to stay away from them,
You
because
don't give
if the
them
fact that
thumbs
they're
up ice
complaining,
cream.
as you, yeah, I don't. See, firstly, the moment you complain, you gain an insight that he doesn't have sabr, he doesn't have patience, he doesn't have any peace, internal peace hai nahi. And the other thing is that he's not enjoying his life as it is. The capacity to enjoy your life as it is, whatever is given to you, if you are not grateful for it, then how are you going to get more? I mean, I am not grateful for whatever I have because I say, oh, if I'm grateful, then God is going to give me. I'm honestly grateful. I'm happy. Like, I have always been this kind of person. Always. I have never said that, you know, I'm going to be this great person and I am going to conquer the world and, you know, these flighty thoughts. I was never arrogant about myself. I've never thought that I'm, you know, people have this, they fly on high horses. But I've not even been that kind of person. I have just genuinely been, I'm happy. Very happy. Like, okay, what is this? Fine. If there's a problem also, fine, I'll deal with it. It'll go away. It has to pass. I'm not going to stay forever in that only. So the thing is that you enjoy what you got. That person who is so much in, who's so, like, who is doomed himself in turmoil, you know, his own mental turmoil, is the person who is not enjoying any aspect of what he is doing. I have faced those people, and they are very negative. You know, they say that I can't do this. You know, it's not possible for me. I don't think I'll ever do this in my life. And I just think that, you know, like at that time, all these thoughts come into my mind that each and every person we say is unique. They are filled with qualities that they themselves don't know about. People see, but people also have their own egos. They're not going to come and tell you that how great you are for no reason. But you got to look within yourself, accept yourself for who you are, and, you know, just be peacefully, just enjoy that moment for what it's presenting itself to you. So right now during lockdown, I am, like, we've been in the house for 7 months now, right?
Yeah.
What more can we do? how do we how do we not feel this claustrophobia? How do we I mean, people have got frustrated, you know. There are people who come complaining to me on a daily basis. I really get very irritated with them. Like, I don't know when this coronavirus is going to end. I don't know when this coronavirus is going to end. And and initially, even my kids used to, those things had rubbed off on my kids. And I told them only one thing, that, beta, do you know you're going down in history? Because there's this pandemic that in the future people are going to study about, and you're going to be really old and you're going to be able to talk about these days.
Yeah.
So let's just have fun. Like we are always caught up in the routine of life, like 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, you go to school, you come back, you rush, you change, you eat, you immediately rush for madrasa classes or skating classes or some of the other class, and then you come home, and then I'm cooking food, and then I'm feeding you, and I'm putting you to bed early, and I'm preparing for the next day. So we are getting a chance to unwind now. Let's unwind. What's there?